Good morning, IT friends. Today our topic is SQL functions, in which we will discuss about some math function used in SQL. In our previous lecture, we already discussed some aggregate functions used in SQL, MySQL. So let's start. According to your syllabus, there are only three MySQL math function in your syllabus. So let us take them one by one. SQL math functions. First function is MySQL power function. As the name suggests, if we want to find out the power of a given number, power raised to a given number, we can use power function. And the representation of function, as we know, that's given by the sign of parenthesis. So function name is power and then the sign of parenthesis, and whatever we give the value within the parenthesis, that means as a parameter, that will be work as a raw material to that function. So there is another function named POW, which also works as a power function. Now, the power function returns the value of a number raised to the power of that number. So we can represent it as power, then xy, which means x raised to the power y will be calculated. And you can easily see that the definition of the power function. The power function is the value of the number raised to the power of that number. Power of another number. So if we want to find out the power, then just we can write it as power x comma y, and x and y are the parameters, where x is the required parameters and it is a base number, and y is another required parameter and the base is the, and it is called the exponent. So two numbers are required, base and the exponent. Using power function, only two parameters are required, x and y. X is the base and y is the exponent. And calculation is very simple. If we just write power 2 comma 3, then the answer is 8, means 2 multiplied by 2 multiplied by 2, it means 2 multiplied 3 times, so answer will be 8. Here is an example. You can easily see that it returns 4 raised to the second power when we just write select power 4 2. And now one thing is very important, we cannot use direct function as it is given. Just we're gonna write this SQL from that power 4 comma 2. We have to write select statement with it, and the use of select statement is actually the basically select the data of that number of that function. So select is compulsory whenever you want to use any function here, and you can easily see that when you can find out 8 raised to the power 3, then just write select power 8 comma 3. So select is compulsory whenever you want to write any function. And here another thing, table name is not there, but if you want to find give a table name, it is optional, and by default, as we know, that the table name is dual. So we can write that select power 8 comma 3 from dual. Dual is a default table. So if you don't write it, it is considered it as by default. So you can write select power 8 comma 3 or from dual also. So first of all, let us see the output in MySQL. First of all, password is there, and then just write the name of the database in which you want to work. Now here is prep, then database changed, you can easily see that. And now let us Let us perform power function. Let us use the power function and see that what is the output according to the values given. So just write select, then power, and the value given date 4 comma 2 and bracket closed and semicolon and enter. And you can easily see that that is the answer. Here column name is power 4 comma 2 as it is as we given here. So if you want to change that column name, then just write as, and after that name of the column, and the name of the column or alternative name is power. um, Power, just write power, then you can easily see that power is 16. So answer is same, but the only the column name is changed in this case. And also uh, if you want to give an alternative name, let us take another value 8 comma 3 and just write new power name as alternative name as power underscore. If the name is too big, then we can use underscore sign. So here we use power underscore is name, alternative name for power function, and from dual, and the table name is dual name. So we just write a table name also, and then we can easily see that the answer is 512. So you can use the table name, or because most of the time when we use select statement, table name, use of table name is compulsory. So don't we get confused. If you want to use the table name, just write from dual. That is the standard syntax of a select statement. And if you want to a shortcut of that statement, then just write select, then name of the function and the parameter passed within that function. So that is all about the power function. Now our next function is round function. As the name suggests, if you want to round off if you want to take a value and then round off to a particular number, or 2 digit or 3 digits suppose, then you can use round function. So the round function rounds a number specified number of decimal places as you want. By default it is 0. So these are the parameters here. First of all, number is required the number to be rounded, and then decimals, it is optional. So the if omitted, it returns the integer, it means no decimal. So if you don't write any value at the as a decimal parameter, then it will give you an integer number. It means by default it is 0. We can see that here. There is a small example here. Example number 1, round the number two decimal places, and you can see here that the number is okay. First of all, parameter values, I think will be clear to all of you. Number is a number. It may be a float or it may be integer. Most of the time it is the integer, because most of the time it is a float value, because you want to round off a number which is a float. And if it is a float and you want to convert it to int, just write that number and don't pass any decimal values. Or if you want to pass decimal values, then just pass it as 0. So suppose if we just write 123.59 comma 0 within the round function, then the answer will be 123, 126, 126. After round off, 123.59 we believe will give you 124 after round off. Here you can easily see that select 135.375, and the decimal places which up to which we round off that number is 2. So we can just take here, select the statement. Let us see another statement also. The answer will be 135.38 after round off, because third number is greater than or equal to 5, and in that case 135.145.15 will give you 345.156 will give you 345, because here decimal places up to, because round we can round the number to 0 decimal places here. These are the two examples. And if there is a table named product in which there is a column name price, and we want to round off the price up to 1 decimal places, then it is also possible. Just write select, and then after that the column name which you want to display, and then the round function round, and then within parentheses you can pass the value, that is price comma 1. If you want to just round off to 1 decimal places, and then after, if you want to give an alternative name, just write after as keyword, then from, and then table name, and then in this case table name is products. So very simple example. So there are the three examples that how to use a round function. Very simple to use. Just write select, and then after round function, and within the parentheses just write the different parameters, and there are two parameters for it. First one is the value, and second one is a value again, which up to which we want to round off that particular value. So 135.375 comma 2 will give you 135.38 after performing the round function. And in second case, round select round 345.1560 will give you 345. So these are the two cases here. So they can be used for mathematical calculation, as well as any table in a table. If you want to perform these functions on a particular part of a table or column, you can also use these functions. So now these are the three round functions in this. You can easily see that three different types of use of round function here. And let us do it on using SQL. Let us do it on using SQL. So let's start. Just go to MySQL, and then just write select round one number, and after that any number, and after that decimal places up to you want to round up this value, you will get a result. You can see here if we write select round 135.579 and comma 135.135.577 comma 2, then after that you can write table name dual, or it is optional, so just write semicolon to terminate the statement, and you can write, see here that answer is 135.58. So now if you want to give a function as a function alternative name, then just write as round underscore value, and you see here that answer is round underscore value. And if you want to give alternative name without as a keyword, it is also possible. Just after space give the name within double quotes or without double quotes, it will also consider as the alternative name here. You can easily see that. So these are the different methods to how to give alternative name for a particular column. And Let us take another example, and using dual as a table name. So you can see that answer is unaffected and the same answer is same. So by default dual is a by default table, and if you want to put any calculation in a MySQL, then just try dual as a table name, or if you don't take it as a table name, then it will not cause any error. But for your information, that if someone you ask that what is the default table name, then dual is the default table name. So these are the different options. Now uh, let us take a table name and perform these operations using a table. And we here create a table name employees with three columns: name, ID, name, and salary. So just write select star from employee. You can easily see that data contained within data of employees. Here you can see that three records are here. Now focus is to how to use these functions using a table, and the table is not a default table, it is a part of the database in which we created. So select name is the name of the column. Here you can easily see that name, and again a column name. Here we write as so let us take a round function first, and then pass salary as a parameter. And then if you want to find out the salary up to one decimal places, then just write salary comma 1, and then just write after and give it an alternative name as a, so just write as after that alternative name of the table. Okay, let's make a change. Here you can see that the name of the column is salary. So and we can write it as a salary, SALARY. So and then give the table name from, and the table name is employees, and after then put semicolon. This is the symbol of termination, and it represents that statement is terminated here, and after that enter sign, and you can easily see that. So you can see that name and salary now are the two column names here, and salary is rounded off up to one decimal places. And if you don't want to write, just give it a second name, new underscore salary, because sometimes it is confused that both of the column names are the same. That now here we can see that new underscore salary is the name of column. So as basically after as basically we get a new column name. And our third function is modulus function, mod functions, and you can know already the modulo division operator. So modulo division operator returns us a remainder. So if we want to divide 8 by 3, then the remainder is 2. So 2 will be returned, and we just write 8 modulo division 3. The modulo function returns the remainder of a number divided by another number, and it can be represented in three different ways. One thing is very clear, using modulo division operator, but two are the syntax. There are two syntax of modulo division operator here, mod function here. So let us see what are the different methods of it. You can easily see that these are the three different. Just write mod x comma y, or just write x mod y, or just write x modulo division y. So the third one is a operator, third one is an operator, but two are the first two are the two different use of mod functions here. So you can use any of them, and you can easily see that x and y are the two parameters which are required. So x is the value that will be divided by y, and y is the divisor which is required. There are only two parameters in it. And let us take an example. This is example number 1. So it returns the remainder of 18 by 4, and for this purpose we write a statement select mode, and within the parenthesis 18 comma 4, and after that put a semicolon sign here. Just you can see here. Okay, and that is the second example, or we can say that's the second type of representation, and it is the third representation of it. All of them give the same result, but these are the three different representation of mod function. Third one is the operator, and first two are the use of mod functions here. So let us try in MySQL first. Let's write select, and then mod, and then just pass the values in it, and these are 8 comma 5. Okay, as we know that remainder is 3, but let us check it. And here if you want to give just write semicolon here, simply 3 is the answer, you can see here. Now uh, using dual table, we just write select mode 8 comma 5 from dual. You can see that answer is same. Third, so use of table dual is optional for you. You can use it, or just write function with select statement. Here using a different table name, different table, so select name comma salary, name comma mode, and pass salary with as a parameter in it. And so just write select name comma mode salary and comma 2. So modulus, a model or division of salary up to, okay, here we just write 4 up to 4 decimal place. Here by 4, so salary divided by 4, and the remainder is shown on your screen from table employees. You can see here salary divided by 4, and the whatever the remainder will be shown on screen. Here you can easily see here that there are 3 different records, and if you want to put just as select name from 19.7 as uh, whatever the column name will be given here will show an error. Why? Because name is not the default column name of table dual. So just remove it. So always use only a single column name when you just use the default table dual. You can see here the column name is different mod function, column name is mod function here, and the rest thing are same as the previous one. So Now MySQL, let us take another example. Select modulus 19 comma 7. So 19 is divided by 7, and whatever be the remainder we get will be shown on the screen. Let us take another example here. 19 mod 7. This is the second type, second modular division, uh, second option by which we can implement modular division operator. You can easily see that answer is same. So just write first number, after that just write mod and then 7, and this is the third method, 19 modular division 7. So use of modular operator, modular division operator here, and answer is again same. So we can use mod functions in three different ways here. Actually, using two different ways. One is directly using the modular division operator, and so these. So in this lecture there are only three math functions uh, which are in your syllabus. Now our second topic is MySQL listing functions. So in this lecture there we will discuss only two out of them, and this is U case and L case. One means uppercase and lowercase. So if you want to put a string into lowercase or into uppercase, so for that purpose there is a function in U case, and the use is very simple. Just write U case and within the parentheses just write the name of the text, and you will get the desired result, means string or text in uppercase letter. And if you want to use L case, then string will be in lowercase, and only one parameter is required for this purpose. And as we know that select statement is compulsory to use with the different functions in MySQL, and there is a table name dual which is optional for you. And if you want to give a name, want to write a name of table, then just write from dual, select use case text from dual. And here there is a small example. Here we can see that select use case SQL tutorial is fun, and in this you can easily see that some letters are in capital letters, some are in uppercase, some are in lowercase. So if you want to put all these characters in lowercase, it is also possible, and if you want to put in upper lowercase, it is also possible. For that purpose U case and L case are there. U case is used for uppercase and L case is used for lowercase. And if you want to put in a table, then it is also possible. Column name of a particular table will all be in uppercase or lowercase according to the use of that uppercase and lowercase. Here just write a simple case, just write simple, just write a simple case here. Select U case, and within the double quotes here the match string is SQL tutorial is fun. So intentionally we write some letters in capital uppercase and some in lowercase. So just write SQL is fun here. SQL tutorial is fun. Q is capital here, L is also capital here, but S is in small letter. And tutorial is fun. And we just close it. Put sign is off, and at last put semicolon. Terminate the string. You can easily see that now the whole string is in uppercase. So answer is SQL tutorial is fun. And next is, yeah, if we want to put it just as a table name, so just write table name uppercase. So name of the table name, column name as a uppercase, so just write as uppercase. You can see that now column name is uppercase. And if you want to make a small change here, just try L case in case of uppercase. So name of the function is L case. use LKC is just opposite to that of the uppercase. So using LKC you can easily convert it into lowercase. Here you can easily see that. So these are the use of some text functions, and in our next lecture uh, we will discuss about some more text functions. So I hope you like this video. Thanks for watching this video.